So why do I think the Republican has a lot to fear in November of this year? A lot's been said since the New Hampshire primaries last week about the independent vote. I think my example of moving from being a Republican to being an independent may represent why the Republican Party should be concerned. In 2016, I had been voting 36 years as a loyal straight ticket GOP voter. In 2016, I was pulling for another Republican presidential candidate. He didn't win. I had actively opposed Donald Trump throughout 2016. By November, however, I voted straight ticket Republican, including Donald Trump, because I voted for the party, believing that Donald Trump at worst would be a joke, not a threat, a joke, and that the Republican adults in the room would keep it between the ditches. I obviously, clearly, we all know now was wrong. By 2020, I still had a hard time bringing myself to vote Democratic, so I voted again for Republicans, except for the office of president. Couldn't bring myself to vote for Biden, and so I wrote in my own name as a protest vote. By the 2022 midterms, I'd gotten past that. I realized that Trump was more than a clown, he was a threat. And that it was more than Trump that was a threat, it was the MAGA party. And so by 2022, I had evolved to the point of where I voted straight Democrat. Every Democrat on the ballot I voted because I believed the Republicans had abdicated their responsibility to be leaders. And that the only way we were going to right the ship was to clean house of the people who were terrified, afraid, had no moral courage to confront Donald Trump. Only in cleaning out the Republican Party could the Republican Party hope to survive in the long run. 2024, the Republican Party still can't break away from Donald Trump. I will be voting straight Democrat in 24 this year. I think there are more people like me than the Republicans would like to admit. We're not liberal, we're not communist, socialist. We love our country as much now as we did when we were voting Republican. The Republican MAGA party is the greatest threat to the things that I've held dear my entire adult life. The Republican Party is concerned about purging Republicans that are not loyal, the rhinos. You guys have a lot more to worry about than just the rhinos.